not gonna bother putting out a notification because I feel like I probably won't be streaming very long. But I just wanted to start up this stream because I have to vent my frustration. This event, this new update for Sea of Thieves, adding these fortresses to the Devil's Roar side of the map. Let me start with some positives. I like, you know, the sort of medieval aesthetic of the castles. That's cool. You know, they are just reusing the model of the fortresses from the Spanish garrison, but you know what? Like, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Okay, whatever. They've changed it up. It looks different. Even though you can tell it's the same model, it's fine because, you know, they've added stuff around it, like these walls and stuff. But the walls is part of the problem because I can't get my boat anywhere near these things to get the loot out. In fact, this is the best option I have for getting loot because I don't have a rowboat because the past yesterday I lost my rowboat because whenever I attached it, whenever I docked it at the outpost to sell all my loot, guess what happened? The boat just disappeared. The rowboat just vanished. So I don't have a rowboat. And sometimes, apparently not all time, but sometimes there's a rowboat that spawns in here in this water area. Apparently there's a chance that a rowboat can spawn, and I appreciate that. That's a good quality of life thing. But how about you just make that guaranteed? How about you just guarantee me a rowboat in here? Because having to grab a piece of loot, jump in the water, swim over, drop the stuff in there, that sucks. Grapple back up here, and then grab the loot, go back, and rinse and repeat the process about 50 times is pretty gay. Pretty gay, I'm not gonna lie. And the reason why this is bad is because there are high value items in the game that they could put in here for you to grab and sell. So for instance, you know, you've got the orb of secrets or whatever from those skeleton camps, and like, you know, the temple stuff, like deep underground and stuff like that. That's a cool update, and that was honestly one of my favorite new additions to the world map, because those events you only had to grab one thing, and it was like, I think you could sell it for like $10,000 or $20,000. It's pretty nice because all I have to do is grab the thing, run up, and I don't ever have to go back down there to pick up loot. Like, I never have to do that. It's got an elevator so that you could put a whole bunch of loot down there and come back up for it, but you know, you don't have to do that because there's only one piece of loot. And you know what? That's great. That's awesome. I wish they did that with this event, because instead they've decided to put like 20 different pieces of loot in the vault, and that's just in the vault, mind you, because all over this fortress, including the outer walls, there's more loot. And it's not practical. It's not practical for me, especially me just playing solo, for me to do this event. And you know what else does this event add? Okay, like what else is significant in this update? You know, what new thing does it bring to the table? Oh, you know, nothing. Just skeletons. They're not even different skeletons. They're just the same skeletons we've been fighting since 2018. And yeah, you know, there's nothing of value here. There's nothing, absolutely nothing of value here. As far as like new content, new material, it's just fight more skeletons like you've been doing the past, you know, what is this now? 8 years that Sea of Thieves has been a game, you know? See, look, I gotta go all the way down to the water. Drop off the thing. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the stuff before it starts sinking in the water. But yeah, I had to, every single time I want to get a loot and bring it to my ship, I have to either put it there or put it in a spot where my harpoon can reach. And my harpoon can't reach because I have to go on the outside of the wall because this entire fortress is walled off, as a fortress should be. I'm not complaining about the map design. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. I'm not complaining about the map design. Again, aesthetically, it's very cool. Practically, it sucks. There should not be 50 different items in this stupid fortress. I mean, look at this. Like, what am I even supposed to do here? Like, how do I make it to where it's easy for the boat to harpoon it? I have to jump in the water. I have to jump in the water. And then I have to harpoon all the way back up. And then do this again for every single item in this room. Every single item, I'm having to do this. It sucks. It's bad design, man. It's just awful. Whoever designed this update, like, are you high? Did you think this was okay? Did you think it was okay to make me have to take like a whole 30 minutes after I beat the event? I have to fight the more powerful enemy. The walk time that it takes for me to do this. And look, I can understand, you know, maybe like, okay, this event was you know, designed to accompany, like, you know, 4-player squads or whatever. It's not supposed to be a solo thing. You know what? Maybe that would be fine. Maybe that would be fine. If they didn't make every single event previous to this accessible for 1 player or 4 players. Every single event is accessible to like any size party. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to be a 4-man squad or a 2-man squad or a 3-man squad or just by yourself. You don't have to do any of that. You can play as any size and do any other event, and it's nice and convenient. But for some reason, this one is different. This one is wrong. Cosplayer goes too. David, I thought you abandoned that channel. I thought you abandoned that channel, man. You had to dust off the old password to get into that one. I thought you were just doing Voices Extremis. But yeah, I mean, it's just, and not to mention, like, the disconnections have been worse since this update launched. It hasn't been too terrible, honestly. I haven't been getting disconnected all that much. It still happens, but it's like, it's not that bad. But since this update, it's gotten worse. The hit registration for the dagger, whenever I do this, I'll hit a skeleton directly in front of me. Nothing. It just bounces right off of them. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I didn't want to hit him anyway. That's fine. I want to use the same attack multiple times on the opponent because it's fun. This shit. But yeah. Also, the point of the long looting time seems to give a roll up on you, FYI. They want you to take long enough for people to come over. Like, yeah, but like, they don't do that for every other event. Every other event, it's very convenient to get the stuff on board. Every other event, it's like it's a non-issue. And nah, this has always been my main watching channel. I'm not moving all my subs to another channel. Ah, okay, I got you. I guess I'm just thinking of Twitch then. I'm thinking of your Twitch channel, I suppose. Let me just here. Yeah. Can you imagine though? Can you imagine for a second how much longer this would take me to do if the grappling hook wasn't added to the game? My God, I shudder. I shudder to imagine. I shudder to imagine how long I would be stuck on this this fortress. Another Ashen Key. Good Lord. 3 Ashen Keys. But you know what? That's cool if I wanted to go do the first event that they launched the season with. If I want to go do that, I've got, I can get the Ashen Keys to get the extra loot from that area. But I'm not even gonna go get that Cannon of Rage. But that's cool. But oh Lord. If you want to make it more fun, I could send you my Sea of Thieves looting song. I don't even... Looting song? Like, is this like your go-to song you play while you're looting? To make you not want to kill yourself while doing it? Oh, man. Also, rowboats are bugged. If you dock them at the outpost, they just vanish. Which is why I'm in this situation to begin with. Because if I had a rowboat, it would not be that bad. Because then I could just drop everything in the rowboat at the bottom of the fortress and just put all the loot there and then row it onto my ship and then get away. That's not too bad. But if you don't have one, it's horrendous. And it's not like that for every other event. Every other event is like, you put it at a spot that's easy to grapple to. It's crazy. Yes, and stream safe. You know what? Send it on Discord. Send it on Discord, I'll pull it up. Oh, it's Pickles' birthday. Yeah, it is the outpost. Dang it! I can't even sell this stuff yet. I can't even sell it yet, man. Get up and drop it.
Pick it up and drop it. Pick it up and drop it. So much loot in this vault, I can't stop it. Pick it up and drop it. I'll pick it up and drop it. So much loot in this vault, I can't stop it. I'm gonna pick it up and drop it. Pick it up and drop it.
Alright, if I had to listen to that, I'm gonna lose my mind. I have heard that before. I watched Moxie quite a bit a couple of years ago. Actually, it was like when I first got started in TV. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good though. Just wait for this guy to leave. The Going Merry. Typical banner, so I'm assuming this guy is probably gonna lose. That's a scallion. Okay, he is moving. He's got the torn sails. Let's see this. Seem to be turning towards me, so I think we're good. We're good. I had this one guy who was following me the last time I was playing, and it was a sloop, and he was following me at a pretty good distance. So I took my oh, Butterbean's barking. Hush, Butterbean, hush. Butterbean! Quit your yapping. Quit that yapping. He's turning, but he's not. I don't think he's turning towards me. I think he's just kind of going around me. But anyway, I had the smuggler's keg, and I just jumped in the water and swam backwards and got on this boat and just held it. I'm like, what are you gonna do? Well, what are you gonna do about this? There's nothing you can do. Because if you try and kill me, you're gonna hit the keg and it's gonna blow up prematurely. If you hit the keg, of course, it's just gonna blow up. And if you just do nothing, it's gonna blow up. So I just completely. Oh man. That to me feels like it's like one of those things where like I feel like that item is almost unfair, because if you just have it on your boat, all you have to do is just back up. All you have to do is basically just like jump off your boat and just swim back, and it'll blow them up. And the radius of that explosion takes up an entire galleon. Like you can just, and there's no way anyone could possibly plug all the holes in the galleon before it sank. Like there's just, even with the full squad of 4, like there's no way. It's just if you have that and you use it against someone and it goes off, it's instant loss for them. Yeah, the item's like almost unfair. But it's funny, which is the important thing. It is funny. So trade go there. Pick it up and drop it. Pick it up and drop it. Probably should have done this while I was leading up to the outpost. But I like the fortress, and I like how it's a different type of event, where it's like, you know, you don't just, you are fighting waves of skeletons, right? Like it, really, you're gonna do that, okay. Anyway, like you are fighting waves of skeletons, which is kind of boring, but the progression of it is unique. And I like that, because you're not just, you know, you're not just fighting them in the same area. You're fighting them on different floors of the fortress after you first unlock the fortress. So there's like there's different stages to it, and I like that. I like that there's different stages to it. I like playing the event. I don't really care for like fighting skeletons, because the skeletons at this point are just so, they're just so boring, you know? Like, it's just, there's not much you can really do with them, you know what I mean? Like, we've been fighting them since 2018. So it's just, there's no, like, you couldn't have made a new enemy, or maybe even a new subclass of skeleton. Like, it had to just be just your standard skeletons. I guess the only thing unique about them is that they can change weapons. I've noticed that. Like, they don't just have swords or guns. Like, they can swap between pistol, shotgun, or sword. Which is like, okay, that's it? Really? That's all you got? That's the only thing different, man? That's it. Can I sell the flame skull? Obsidian ash skull. Because that's, I know that's like a smuggler item now. But you don't get it from the smuggler here. Oh, yeah, okay, well. I guess you can. 3,000?! That's it?! 3,000?! That was nothing! That's supposed to be like 10,000 or 20,000 gold! Why was it only 3,000? What? Okay, whatever. I'm gonna go here and see if the boss. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna go over here. The boss is usually over here. Because what I'll do is I'll spawn at Morrow's Peak. I'll spawn here and then I'll just take a left and just go here. And usually the Widow's gladiator thingamaboosin is here. And so I want to do that because I've got, well, I thought I had 3, but I guess I only had 2. But you only need 2 Ashen Keys, and that will give you a ton of extra loot from the boss, the Vault Island. I don't even know what they're called. And that's fine too. I think that's fine because like all you had to do is just walk up and down a flight of stairs, drop the loot off on the shore, and then harpoon it with your boat. That's convenient. That's fine. The new event, not convenient, not fine. And having to go to another island with like the key to the vault, I think that opens up another layer of strategy because noobs are gonna say, "Oh, he just got done with the event. He's leaving the item. Let's go get him." People who know how this game works are gonna say, "Okay, he just beat the boss. He's leaving the island. Let's wait until he fills up his boat with loot." And that's good. That's making you think. That's making you think a little bit more. I'll go back. Saved it. But yeah, I just wanted to fire up stream real quick and vent about that because it just seems so obvious. Like as long as this game has been running, it just seems really bizarre to me that you don't think, oh, this is not very conveniently designed. I wasn't aiming there. I was aiming down. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work. That never works. If you're ever trying to poon an item on the ground while you are also on the ground, it will never work. If you use it from a higher elevation down to the item, there's like a 50% chance it'll work, and a 50% chance you'll get pulled down to the item instead. I've got this game down to percentages. Oh wait a minute, there's a place to sell this right here. Well, you know what? I'll keep the shrieking skull thing. I'll keep that. Because I'm about to fight this boss, if it's here. Show me the purple coffin. Yes. Yes. Excellent. Excuse me. But speaking of the harpoon gun, though, I live and die by this thing. This thing has not left my loadout since ever. Like this thing has become a permanent fixture of my loadout. Like it is always like almost like 90% of the time I am running dagger and harpoon. 90% of the time I'm running those two. because the invaluable movement you get from it, plus the close combat and ranged combat capabilities of the dagger. It's vital. It's vital, man. It's a great combo. It allows me to be mobile and be able to defend myself. It's great. It's a great combination. Now, where are my skeleton buddies? There they are. There's always one over here, at least. I need these guys. These guys, they don't do much of anything, to be honest. But just them being there and taking the aggro away from the skeleton minions that spawn, because yes, the boss spawns skeletons. I don't know, maybe that was breaking news for you guys, that a boss in Sea of Thieves spawns skeletons. But this time they're gold, so they're different. Dirty rat Atkins. You're not supposed to be here. Oh yeah, you can't. And for what it's worth, I do actually like this boss fight. I think this new boss guy is cool.
Soul shall also freely work.
Sometimes you can avoid it by walking backwards.
The eternal God that bound to our honor. Serious no fight will end this. Body and soul.
No! I got stuck on the rock.
Art, spider. Art this one for them.
Oh no!
Fearsome body and
Bruh. Hate that. Hate when that happens. Ask me how many times it happens. Every day. Now we wait. Some people don't like the Devil's Roar because of this. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me. This is just a level in patience, you know? Like, I can look away on my phone or whatever, like I'm doing right now. I'm checking my messages and stuff like that. I gotta leave for bowling with the fam in like an hour. I guess I gotta wash, don't I? I gotta shower. Didn't think about that. Well, I think I'm just gonna end it here. All right, but anyway, I just wanted to rant. I just needed I needed to rant about this new event. But anyways, oh well. Ash and keys go to waste. It's all right. Someone will pick them up. Maybe, possibly, probably not.